can't make it. So now this is a batch of 21 persons now, right? And as you can see, 5 of them are from AMU and others from various other places. Right. Then the first thing, and naturally the most important thing, is your own timetable here at Aligarh from 16 to 30 December. Very quickly I will go through this. As you see, this is the inaugural and registration syllabus. In the second session, I am pleased to confirm that Professor Muzammil is already here. He arrived last evening. As you can see his profile, Professor Muzammil, he has been the Vice Chancellor of 2 big universities. One is Agra University with 1400 affiliated colleges, and the other is this Rohinton University, Bareilly, another 800. At one time, for about 1.5 years, he was the Vice Chancellor of both the universities. And he is a person from economics, Lucknow University Dean and Chairman, and an educationist also working for NIPA and other government agencies. And I'm sure you will love his presentation. We know from the last feedback report that he's one of the favorites, and you just see the command he has over Hindi, English, and presentation skills. So, Professor Muzammil. In the fourth session, as I said, 3:30 to 5, we have kept it as free time, but for this formality's sake, we have to say something. So we have said you will be doing your assessment and evaluation under her this guidance or whatever. So, but it is a free time for all practical purposes. Next day, that is 17, Professor Muzammil will continue. The next session is one of our senior colleagues, Professor Emeritus, Department of English, Professor Fatullah Khan. So about communication, it goes without saying, whatever your field of specialization may be, all of us need communication tips, strategies, so you will find it useful. In the afternoon, our public relation officer, he will take you to the campus visit, and this we may review if the situation is. If the students leave by the evening and tomorrow things are normal, fine. Otherwise, at a later date, we can do that. That's not an issue. We will let you know. Next, we have requested our Vice Chancellor, Akhtar Asif Sahab. He has also been the former Vice Chancellor of this agricultural university in Faiza. But let us keep our fingers crossed that he makes it. Next is Dr. Sanjay Medavi. In the last training program, he was there and he was a huge success. He is the former head department of business administration, Lucknow University. So he will, Professor Medavi, he will engage you in the 2 sessions. And on the 18th afternoon, we will take you to the library. Library, just very briefly, let me tell you that it is one of the historic libraries, and that goes to the vision and you see long-term planning of our political leaders. Pandit Nehru was very keen, and soon after independence, he devised this, he had this idea that AMU should be a center, a seat of ancient Indian history, AMU of medieval period, and at that time AMU was not there, but he had this idea that Delhi should be for modern Indian history, and that's what has happened. So as part of it, the first thing was a repository of knowledge, and he came all the way to lay the foundation stone of this library. It is called as Maulana Azad Library, named after the first education minister of our country. At the moment, it has more than 1.5 million books. That makes it one of the biggest, not in the country, but in Asia. But what is more special is it's very rich collection of Sanskrit, Pali, Persian, Arabic manuscript, some of the Mughal Farmans, decrees, some of the Rajasthan paintings. So our librarian will show you those artifacts, and I'm sure you would love to have a look at it. And we have a good museum there also, and of course it is totally digitalized, computerized, so one of these modern libraries here. So you will see it. Okay. Right, next on 19th, again 19th is this presentations, and this is, as you can see, oral presentation, and this training program has continuous evaluation. So these two very senior professors, they will be the observers. One is Professor Faratullah Khan, who I have introduced. Another is our very dear colleague, former colleague, Professor Chauhan Saab. He was our chairman, dean in the Department of Education. So he retired now. He had settled down in Aligarh, but now he has moved to his daughter in Jodhpur. But he is very kind to come all the way. So both of them, they will be monitoring it. And the topic is already here, how will I take my institution to new heights to the next 10 years. So in the afternoons, you have some free time, you can think about it, you can plan. Our computer lab upstairs is at your disposal. You can use this Word and all this PowerPoint, these things. In the afternoon, we will take you to one of our flagship programs called as SWINGS. It is wastewater treatment plant under the care of this engineering professor. Can you briefly tell, I have not been to here, what is remarkable about it?
Yeah, it's a project that was given to AMU as a nodal agency. It was in collaboration with EU. It's a wastewater treatment plant where all the wastewater of the university collects and then it percolates. They introduce some anaerobic bacteria also in it, and the water, it's converted into grey water, and then they use it for irrigation and other purposes. So it's a very innovative site.
And he's also part of that Ganga cleaning project.
Yes, the project coordinator of SWINGS is also a part of the Namami Gange project as a consultant, as a scientist.
Right.
So we'd like you to visit that.
Next is on 20th Friday early morning, we will take you to a museum nearby, just 5 minutes drive here. And for 2 or 3 reasons we want to take you here. First of all, how things are preserved and heritage is recorded. What makes it more remarkable is it is just an individual's initiative. One of the retired professors of this university, in his own house, he donated it for this purpose. And seeing is believing. You would be amazed to know the very rich collection of many things under the sky. They are there, paintings, books, crockery, costume, every jewelry, all sorts of things are there. So some idea of this, our heritage. So this visit to this museum. Then I am a student of English. I would also like to share with you some of the points about communication strategies, especially about English usage and the expressions, because at this stage there is no point in doing the basics, the grammar, but at least the things which might help you in improving or feeling more confident about communication. I will discuss with you. Next day on 22nd, another very eminent and successful effective resource person would join you, Mr. G. A. Kaleem. Formerly, as you can see, he had been at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Academy of Police Training IPS officer. So he spent his whole career there as a trainer. By training, he is a psychologist. So he will discuss with you conflict resolution and management. We are very fortunate to have this UPGC Deputy Secretary, Joint Secretary, Dr. Archana Thakur. So she will discuss this academic integrity, leadership, and some of the projects. In the evenings, we will have a cultural evening. Next day, that is Sunday, as you can see, one Sunday we have engagements for you, and the next Sunday is free. So she will discuss with you. She would like to have reflections and some discussion, and Kaleem Saab will continue. In the afternoon, we will take you to the AMU Solar Forum, like SWINGS, another flagship program. It was started a few years ago. All the university buildings, they have these solar panels, and you will be astonished to learn that we are now almost sufficient in producing our own electricity, and just nothing short of direct thing. The university used to pay crores of rupees, and now not just from environment point of view also such a blessing. So we will take you to that, just to give you some idea. On 23rd, again a very helpful resource person, we discovered him last year. He was the one of the co-coordinators at PHU, so we learned that he can deliver the goods, so we contacted him. Last year also he was there, Professor Yogeshwaranka, and he had this US training background, and so he would say leadership challenges. Next, another, I should say, one of the towering figures in our higher education field, founder director of IIT Hyderabad. Last time also in September, he was gracious enough to visit us, and his presentation on strategic planning and reforms, they were a big hit. In the afternoon, one of our senior professors who has a passion for plants and trees, formerly chairman of botany, if weather permits, he will take you to a biodiversity park. Otherwise, he can have just interaction with you. On 24th, Professor Yogesh continues, and then again in the afternoon, we will take you to the university's sophisticated student facility. As you can see, whether swings, whether this solar plant or this integrated instrument facility, you are all senior academicians, you hold positions of responsibility and authority. So just to familiarizing you with the new ideas. So if you like them, if you feel comfortable or happy with its working, you can introduce it back home in your own respective institutions. Alright, 25th, again, a very helpful and prominent resource person. Last time also he was with us, and he is from NIPA, about MOOCs, one of the buzzwords, one of the new ideas and practices in higher education sector. So this MOOC delivery, what is it and how does it help us in higher education, he will be discussing with you. On 26, I can vouch for this resource person also, Dr. Ravindran, although he is now almost a trainer, freelance trainer. Earlier, at the beginning of his career, he was an IAS officer, but because of his love for teaching, he gave up this prestigious job, and he set up his own training institute. My goodness, people just adore him whenever we invite him to our various training programs. I don't know what meeting charm he has, but Ravindran is nobody would like to let him go and would like to retain him and try to get us as much as possible from him. So you would really love to have him there. And again, I will discuss this English, effective use of English. Dr. Faiza Abbasi, he will give you some hints, some tips about assignment preparation. And next day on 27th, we are very fortunate. Professor G.P. Agrawal is an old boy of Aligarh and settled. He is from Aligarh town itself also, former chairman of the Indian Public Service Commission. He is now Noida, but he was kind enough last time, and this time again, he will be with us, Professor Agrawal sir, about talent, about this stakeholders. You might have noted that on Fridays we close a bit early at 12:30. We work on Saturdays, that's the university standard, university practice. Next on Saturday, Professor Parvez Talib, he will organize feedback presentations. You know, these feedback presentations, they have to go to HR ministry also, so he will do that. Next, very pleasant lady, pleasant and efficient, Ms. Preeti Maheshwari, again one of the frequent trainers to our HRD center, and her passion, her mission is this green environment, green campus, wastewater management, recycling, amazing, and she's the brand ambassador for our municipality, Aligarh, and her commitment strikes me every time to this us. We have set up a waste paper disposal system, and her joy was, she was beaming with joy, just the very thought that some recycling is being done. So she has taken it as a sense of mission. In the afternoon, Dr. Faiza will be there. And on Sunday, we have this peer group discussion and field work where we will assemble for 2 hours, isn't it? Assemble 9:30, by 11:30 you can go back, but we have to fill up this slot to make it 15 days. And on Monday, this Prof. Talib continues with feedback presentation. And we have invited Professor Rahman from Hyderabad, his director in GC, Manu, Hyderabad, because he has been to Monash. He was one of the participants in the program, so we thought that he may tell you something about the local life there, the town, university itself. This is one thing, and we have just distributed to you this Monash University schedule. Things are in place. You will be arriving Saturday early morning, because the flight is on alternate days. So the only flight is on 14, so you would reach 15. So you would unwind yourself. 16th is again a free day for sightseeing, other things. And the business starts from Monday to Friday. And you can see Monday 17th. And as I said, they have arranged for a hotel. The local transport will be there. The operative part is that you will be on the campus. They will take you to 2 campuses, Clayton and Caulfield. And from 9 to 5:30 you will be there. Tea, working lunch, everything will be served there. And we have made sure that you have a proper transport back home, because in Ohio it was missing, and that was a bit, that was something painful for the participants. Walking down to a place is fine, but it should not be compulsion. So you will be at hotel by 5:45 or 6, and dinner will be served in the hotel. And it will late sunset timing, 7:30, what time was it? We checked it, 7:30. Anyway, you can do that. So it is on Monday noon, you will be free by 1 p.m. So departure, and then Saturday early morning we have flight back home. So Friday evening again. But yes, just last one thing about the schedule. As you can see, Monday 30th, it finishes at 2 o'clock, not 11. I had a strong impression. So you plan your journey after 2 p.m. Okay. And as far as your hotel is there, slight inconvenience because this is so much accommodation for 15 days. So for in wedding season, so the management, if they have another hotel nearby for 2 or 3 days, you may have to shift there, and they will take care of everything. Naturally, your luggage and everything for 2 or 3 days, because they had prior commitment to some party there, and then you will come back to your rooms. So we regret this slight inconvenience, but it can't be helped. And as you can see, the assessment plan or assessment schedule. One is 15% marks are reserved for this overall performance, so that is applicable to all days from 16th to 30th December. Yes, right. And in the dossier you might have seen daily feedback from all 15 days. 15 days, although it says yes, and the names of both the universities are mentioned, and you will find it interesting, because the questions are what new have you learned today in terms of expansion of knowledge, change in attitude, and insights for institutional development. As you can see, institution is there, your own self-development, personality development is there, and then something in general, how the horizons of knowledge have broadened. So please fill it up on a daily basis, return to us. And right, so the second part will be individual presentations on 19th December. As I said, Professor Chauhan and Professor Rahman will be here. 10 minutes presentation by each one of you, PowerPoint presentation. Yes,
Would like to put presentation to the next meeting.
I see. And please annex your presentation in the dossier so that we send it to the ministry, the hard copy. And here you make the PowerPoint presentation. And under the theme, you can see set target goals for the overall development of your department institution for the next year. That will give you an idea how you can take the institution to the new heights. The third component is the group work that will be on 21 and 22 December. Participants will be divided into
No, this is Kalim Sahib.
Kalim Sahib, okay.
Divided into
Kalim Sahib will organize that.
some activities in the classroom, and as and when you, like, the way you perform, you will be evaluated.
Yes.
You won't even know you.
Basically about problem solving and your attitude and your emotional resilience. So he will conduct that. The fourth component is role play that will be organized and conducted by Professor Yogesh Varankaji.
It will be a game.
Yes, in a given situation of academic leadership, the participant perform their role on that theme, and the theme itself will be institutional collaboration in academia and research. And next is this computer or ICT part. Dr. Srinivas will take care of it. That is ICT qualification, social media, and Professor Bukhari, one of the participants here, our former chairman department of computer science, so you can take him with confidence prior to that and benefit from his expertise. I know all of you must be very good and adept at ICT, but if you need some help, he's there. The sixth part is the feedback presentation, what we just discussed, Professor Parvez Talib. It will be about your experience hearing, that carries 10%, and written assignment, yes. Written assignment is to be submitted by 28th February, and the theme will be you have completed the academic leadership program in Monash University. So that comes at the end of the Monash training, isn't it? Not now. So the seventh part, the seventh component, the written assignment, you don't have to bother about it at this stage. Just take a mental note of it. It will be once you complete the training here also, based on your experience on the training at both the universities, then you write, and that carries 10% email to us. Right. Now, let me draw your attention to some of the administrative mundane matters because they are equally important. As I just mentioned, the portal there will be shift and minor inconvenience for you. There is a note about portal. Have you taken mental note of it? Is there in the bags? Yes. Everything is clear. It is there in the part of the dossier, and you see. And please feel free about the meaning within the portal resources. Please feel free to have some kind of variety, but this is the basic meaning. And then naturally, mineral water, newspaper, tea, coffee, it will be provided free of charge. But for these extra facilities, what they called as extra bed, print out, please don't. Last time we had a bigger experience. The hotel people, they charge exorbitantly 10 rupees per page. And we know you may need some printout. You are most welcome. But we have a whole computer lab here. All the resources are at your disposal. For free you would get it, and there they charge 10 rupee per page, and you have to take through the nose, isn't it? And then the audit obligations are there, and these things are there. And of course, I know that you won't need extra bed or room services, but we have to make things clear. Laundry is part of it will be on us. Naturally, you will be staying here for 15 days, and if you need laundry services, do it, and we will pay that bill. But let us be very clear what is part of it or not. Another thing is unfortunate and unthinkable thing, but some of the participants they lost the keys, isn't it? And then the hotel charges 500 rupees each for that. Right, about the visa and visit to Australia, you already have this letter of invitation from them. The type of visa recommended by them, you already know, and then the website is there. VFS, it will guide you to the VFS. VFS will tell you what documents are needed. That's why I requested, please have your passports, because from Aligarh going to Delhi is easier, and during this training period, please feel free to go there, because the earlier you get the visa, the better it is. And I will request you once again, as I wrote to you, please have the ticket only after getting the visa. 1% chance is there, and then it will be very, very inconvenient, isn't it? Last time I know that Jamia, two persons, they were going to US, and 2 persons were denied visa. And in our case, the visa was delayed. This poor chap sitting there, Faiza Faruqi, he was selected last time also. He attended the legal training program. Poor he has
So
to
he's
do it
one
again.
bad senior to everyone.
But his visa, although he applied on time, and there was plenty of time, I think 2 months before.
2 months before.
2 months before, but somehow, I don't know for what reason, all others, we were a batch of 23, all of us got the visa on time within a week, but his, for some mysterious reason, and he received the visa only after we had returned from Ohio on 20th September. That training was over by 15th September, and he got it. So what I mean is, to be on the safe side, after getting the visa, please arrange for the ticket, right? Last evening there was some discussion, we are organizing for you ticket. Again, I will advise you, please buy your own ticket. Look, for this project, HRD Ministry grant is 2.89 crore for the total program. 50% of it, that is 150, they have reduced to us. That money is with us, isn't it? But out of that 150, we have to pay 50% to the foreign university also, and you can see that out of this 2.89 crore, 2.10 crore goes to the foreign university. I can share with you the copy of the budget. Okay, the major beneficiary or the money goes to the foreign university. So what the point I'm making to you, we will have a look at the budget, and we will get a pre-receipt signed by you, and we will transfer to your bank account an amount ranging between 80,000 to 1 lakh rupees, okay, as an advance money, right? With this, that's what we did last time also. With this, please buy your tickets. Once you return from Monash, then we will settle your final bill, including your TA, this visit, you visit for visa purposes, and the final visit linking with Monash University. You are in Andhra, naturally from Andhra, from Vijayawada you will come to Delhi, and return also you will do. But that can be settled only when you complete that leg, isn't it? You finish your Monash visit, you are back home. Just send us the amount, because the TA bill we have already, we will request you to sign, rather, because this time they have been delayed. The TA bills were sent, there was some technical error. Now that primitive thing, somebody is in Kerala, we have to send it back, and then he returns it, no matter by speed post. Sometimes it is lost, sometimes it is delayed. So look, it is 2 or 3 months. Still they have not. Last time also